Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Flawless 195. I'm Captain Wilson from the flight deck, and this is flight 82 of 210. In cities is Freetown to Monrovia. In countries, Sierra Leone to Liberia. Departure is expected to be in about 10 minutes time. I'm just going to set the plane up now. So 11:40 a.m. local time for the departure for a 35-minute flight heading southeast on this western coast of Africa. Weather-wise is looking dodgy. Weather-wise, we can see a few clouds around and about, but the weather is expected to be worse where we're heading. The weather is expected to be worse as the flight goes on. So yeah, 35-minute flight. So we're in that zone of perhaps just about getting up to 39,000 feet cruising altitude before then leveling out and descending pretty much immediately. So we're in that zone. Maybe we get up to 36,000 before I decide, okay, we need to start heading back down. Got a documentary lined up as well. Light-hearted documentary, don't worry. Nothing to be worried about. Oh, gonna be funny. Well, funny might not be the right word. It might be relevant. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, 35-minute flight. So like I say, we'll get up there, get down. No ILS coming in, so I'll have to make my own flight path in the final 10 minutes or so. I will deviate off to the north to then come in southbound to land. Now, it does look like a short runway strip as well, so things aren't looking great here. We've got bad weather, no ILS, and a very short runway strip, one of the shortest on the world tour, I think. I was looking at it just now, setting up the flight, because obviously set up where, you know, a set departure and arrival. Looking at that arrival runway, I was thinking, that is far from a full-length runway. Let's put it that way. I say it's about half the length of a say international runway. So we are going to have to be accurate with the landing in terms of I can't just be cruising, because sometimes I get where I cruise over half of the runway before then sitting it down nicely, knowing that we've got 1.5 miles of runway. It's no issue. But this time I am going to have to think about getting the wheels. We're going to have to touch down pretty early on in the runway if we're going to have hopes of slowing down. It's surrounded by buildings as well. It was surrounded by the city of Monrovia. As we land as well, so it's it's not fields and fields either side as well. I mean, not that I intend to end up in the fields on either side, but it adds a little bit more pressure. Surrounded by buildings, a short little runway strip. I'm glad I'm not doing this at night. Night flights are banned after the hocus pocus in North Macedonia, or one of those anyway, where it was pure luck that I actually got that one down. But yeah, flight 82, and hopefully the weather's not too bad. I did look on the weather radar. It's rain and 27 degrees, so hopefully we have got some visibility there. But a go-around is not out of the question here today. A go-around is not out of the question. If the visibility is bad, we've got no ILS, I'll be relying on the VFR map. Like I say, we've got to get the wheels down. As soon as we breach that runway, we need to be sitting the plane down. So there's a few things. I've got to have my wits about me today, basically. In a sentence, I've got to have my wits about me. But, you know, 536 hours in the air. Says that I should have my wits about me. I don't know when the world tour now. You know, we're 20 flights away from that halfway point, so we're getting on towards halfway through the world tour. So I really don't want to be crashing at any point. But now it's getting to the point. I said a few flights ago. I said I don't really want to be starting again now. You know, this is the attempt. You know, if I crash in Europe, well, you know, 15, 20 flights in, all right, start again. Now we're 82 flights in. You know, this is the run now. This is the run. So I'm going to be careful. If I have to do a go around, if the visibility is really bad coming in, I have to just abandon it and go round again. Worst case scenario, I'll come back here and we do the attempt again on another go. You know, that's worst case scenario. We just come back. You know, I'm not going to do anything dodgy where I can't see, but oh, sod it, get it down anyway. No, if the visibility's bad, you know, I might just come back, to be honest. We've got plenty of daylight. Like I say, we're only half 11 in the morning, local time. So we've got time. We've got enough fuel. We've got half a tank of fuel. Which is enough for 4 hours of flying, 3.5 hours of flying. So I won't be taking any risks, but hopefully, you know, there won't be any risks needed to be taken, and it's just a bit of cloud and whatever, and we can see the runway and everything's fine as it has been so far in the African leg. No real hiccups. I touched wood. The last sort of 20 flights have been pretty smooth going. No real, you know, the world tour's not been on a knife edge as it was through Europe in some countries. But yeah, there we go then. That's about it for the waffling. Freetown to Monrovia, 35 minutes, heading southeast in countries, like I say, Sierra Leone to Liberia. Yeah, let's get on with it. Got a documentary lined up, so I'll get the flight demonstration on now, the safety demo on now. I'll set up the plane, then get the documentary on, and that should see us in to Liberia. Okay, all things being well, like I say, be down on the ground in the next 3/4 of an hour. So yeah, that's all from me for now. I'll speak to you when necessary. Thank you, and enjoy the flight. Any questions regarding the Flawless 195 World Tour, please do get them in the comment section below. And if this is your first time watching the channel, do please watch the route explainer video to get yourself up to speed. All right, speak to you when necessary. Thank you. Bing bong.
To illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Yeah, we should just about get up to 39,000 feet, level it out, and then start coming back down again. Yeah, should just about get up there. hopefully no crash landings in the middle of the in 20 minutes or so. Hopefully in better state than this lot. They had a rough time of it.
Adam has asked me to go and look for help. I told him it was too dangerous, but he insisted. I don't know what to do.
Time has come for Mumba to leave. But he has one vital task to complete before he can go. Every drop of water he can collect could be the difference between life and death for his injured colleagues.
We had no radio. There was no other way we could get out. Mumba was really our only hope of getting any salvation. I just put my head in there and just drank. It was absolutely magical.
Okay, so quick update from the flight deck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take manual control of the plane any minute now, and I'm going to deviate more to the east to then to go more inland, basically, to then swerve it in for final approach. So that is the update as far as this flight is concerned. That flight that was ended abruptly, and will they survive? Well, will Mumba survive? Is once we get to about that river,
lift his head
I'm
to
talking
assist
over
him
this.
with drinking water.
I think what I'm going to do is when I get to that river, I'm going to start turning in for final descent and reduce the speed. I think that is going to be the plan. Okay, let's carry on with this.
Graham, can you hear that?
Suddenly, this airplane flew out over the top of us, quite high, and it flew out a little distance beyond us.
A search plane is scouring the area. But Adam and Graham know that their plane is obscured by dense vegetation.
And eventually it flew off. We were pretty depressed. We were lying there thinking, that's probably the last chance we've got. I mean, that was a really good chance, and they obviously didn't see us.
Their one chance of rescue is gone. Deep in the wilderness, Clive also hears a plane, but he knows he'll never be spotted.
I walked for the whole
I'm not
day
feeling good
through
about Mumba. He's
different
been
kinds of
gone for
vegetation,
days.
crossing gullies.
And he's not in this interview
At the top
segment
of every ridge,
either,
you were
like that,
convinced
like
at
this
some
guy.
point you get to the top and
I'm
you look
not
down
feeling
and
good
there would be
about
the village
Mumba
that you were waiting
at
for.
all. Mumba's been lost to the wasteland, hasn't he? Mumba's been
Of
lost to
course
the
it
wasteland.
wasn't.
Anyway, I've got to concentrate on landing this plane now. Let's get the speed down. Let's get in.
I began to get more frantic that the next ridge had to be finally the one I was looking for. And when that didn't come, all the insecurities came out. Am I in the right place? Have I gone the wrong way? I just thought, I failed. I haven't got through.
Clive's last ounce of strength deserts him. He can go on no further.
Down.
You know,
Wow,
that
what a
whole
documentary that
kind of
was.
experience was now going to be fragmented and shattered. And, you know, you were going back into the real world.
Well, there you go. They've survived. Mumba, rest in peace. They survived. I've survived. We've survived. Flawless 195 makes it to Monrovia, Liberia. Where we're parking this. Oh, I should have gone up there. I should have parked it there. Oh, where am I bloody parking this now? I'll just have to park here, man. I mean, there's not a lot of options. There's a... Yeah, turn next taxiway. If there is one. Right, let's just idle throttles here. We'll just park it up here, man. This will do us. There we go then. We are down. Flight 82 is complete. Freetown to Monrovia. A little bit longer than the 35 minutes. I was to be honest, the deviation was too much and I was too low. I was cruising at 3,500 feet for a quarter of an hour there. It is what it is. Like I say, I'm risk averse now. It's better safe than sorry. The visibility, thank goodness, was fine in the end. There was no crosswind or anything like that. So actually, weather conditions much better than predicted. We did have to come through some cloud, not a problem. But yeah, there wasn't any seriously low cloud. I was thinking we're going to be coming through a lot of rain clouds and everything because it did say rain, but looks dry as a bone. And in the end, got it down safely. The runway was short, but not short enough where it caused a problem. We were able to slow it down before the end of the runway, as you saw, and everything fine. Managed to turn around on a dime and back into whatever this is. This a gate? Is this a thing? Is that the control tower there? Big ups to you. Yeah. Should we be landing this? Well, it'll be a small jet, but should we be landing a passenger jet here? Probably, arguably not, but we have done. We're down safely. Taking off's going to be, we're going to have to back up. We're going to have to use the entirety of the runway to take off. Tomorrow, likely to be the next flight. Connecting flight will be to Yamoussoukro. I'm going to go for Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire. Anyway, that will be the next flight. So please do drop a like on the stream, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications on every flight of the Flawless 195 World Tour. But we are down after about 3/4 of an hour flight. Let's have a look. Let's just confirm that. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. Yeah, I always forget about that because I'm in full concentration mode. Seatbelt signs the last thing I'm worried about. But let's have a look then. It said 35 minutes. I'm going to say more like 45, 42. 40 minutes. Okay, 40 minutes, so not too bad. Sorry, 40 minutes and 19 seconds in the end. Sorry, I swallowed the wrong way. GFLL to GLMR is the airport code. So there we go. 40-minute flight, 534 hours in the air now. Not for the World Tour. I think it's started the World Tour in about 480, something like that. Anyway, there we go then. We are down on the ground in Liberia. Next flight is to the Ivory Coast. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed the documentary. Like I say, light-hearted as it was. Rest in peace, Mumba. But the rest of them survived unbelievably. The helicopter coming out the 11th hour, as is the norm with those I Shouldn't Be Alive documentaries. They are epic. But yeah, that is it. We are down safely in Liberia. I will see you for the next one. And finally, you know the slogan. The World Tour continues. Thank you. See you for the journey to the Ivory Coast. Thank you and goodbye.